Hey there, it's Egwin from Beyond Systems. Welcome back to the 24 days of movement and consciousness snacks. Today we're going to work on hip mobility and also pelvic stability, namely on a very interesting muscle, which is the Gluteus Medius muscle. There is quite a couple of different exercises that you can use. I became interested in those things, in training those muscles, only when I started out with aerial acrobatics. Now you might say, well, I'm not an aerial acrobat, so why would I be interested in this movement or in this training exercise? Let me quickly explain. For most people, pelvic stability, especially while walking, meaning so that the pelvis doesn't always drop while walking and is pretty stable without too much of shearing forces, without creating too much shearing forces into the lumbar spine. For many people, this is challenging or can be challenging, especially if their walking mechanics is not appropriate. Now, if your walking mechanics is not appropriate, then you need a lot of those outside stabilizing muscles in order to keep your pelvic ring leveled. The thing is, if your walking mechanics is corrected, then you can stabilize your pelvis in a regular walking procedure without having to train those muscles on the outside here, the deep gluteal muscles on the side here at all. Because just simply using your body in a natural fashion will already do the trick. However, especially in today's world, with a lot of sitting and with way too little action in the hip joints throughout most people's regular day, it's actually a good idea to train those muscles from time to time separately. I personally would always choose to actually train much less, meaning train the strength of the muscle much less than its coordination and the correct use or the correct biomechanical pattern, underlying pattern that you actually need in order for a movement to work properly. Now in this specific case, the exercise looks quite simple. You stand like so, then you shift your weight on one side and now allow your pelvis to drop to the side completely like so. And when you take a look at my pelvis here, I'm going to simulate it with my trousers here. I'm moving my weight over to the right side and now I let my left hip drop down. The exercise is simple: to move your hip back up and back down, back up. This is the exercise. If you become unstable, then no problem. Go towards the wall, hold yourself tight at the wall, move your weight to one side, allow the free hip to drop down and pull it back up. Allow it to drop down, pull it back up. Allow it to drop down, pull it back up. And when you pull it back up, you really want to feel the outside of your hip here. You want to engage this deep gluteal muscle back in here to actually lift your right hip back up. For most people, this is not a problem to do when you do 3, 4, 5 repetitions. However, if you increase the reps, then it becomes interesting. When I say increase the reps, we talk about 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60 or 70 repetitions of this before you actually go and shake it out. I'd suggest build your strength gradually, because those muscles most likely haven't been used properly in quite some time. It's a really simple and nice exercise, and for those of you who do aerial acrobatics and who just simply might sometimes use those muscles for straddles and stuff like that as well, for stabilizing yourself in the air. There is a lot of different possible progressions from this exercise that can even help you to improve your straddles in aerial acrobatics, aerial silks, aerial hoops, whatever, straps even. And so there are a lot of progressions. This is just one simple, very, very basic exercise of you to work on. And in this specific case, the main idea is really to try and pull with your hip. You could try to pull with the side of your abdomen as well, and most likely you will always pull with a mixture of your hip and with your obliques, but still the main work of stabilizing yourself in this posture will still be done mainly by this gluteus medius on the side of your hip joint. Since this is just a movement snack, I'm gonna leave you with it right here. There are more progressions. Maybe I'll do one or the other in the near future, also here on the channel. In any case, if you have questions, leave them in the comment box below. If you liked the video, let me know how it goes for you, how it works for you, how this feels. By the way, if you watched the previous movement snacks, there is really one thing that's extremely important. After an exercise like this, make sure to do a little bit of movement with your hip. Try to remobilize your hips, one thing, and the other thing. After this exercise, it could be a good idea to do this piriformis and opening of the rear of the hip exercise that we've discussed a couple of days ago. Not very long, just a couple of seconds to reopen this area and to make it flexible again. Have a wonderful time. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like if that's the case, and see you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey there, if you liked the video you just watched, and chances are you did, otherwise you probably wouldn't be on anymore, then this might actually be something that's of interest to you. It's thrivebeyondsystems.com. See, I put together this page to open up another opportunity for people like you who are interested in movement, who are interested in how to use their mind to improve their postural health, their movement health, and their overall well-being by using fundamental principles. Not everything that I teach, I can actually teach on YouTube, just simply because the format of those short videos is sometimes not enough. So if you want to dive deeper into how basic principles can be applied in real life to improve your overall health, well-being, and your movement and postural health, then you can go to thrivebeyondsystems.com. It's completely free, just to jump on the page and to read through all the content. I explain the most fundamental principles that I use in my work with clients in order to help them to improve whatever they want, actually. Whether it's sportsmen who want to improve their efficiency of training, or it's regular people who just want to improve their overall well-being. And if you scroll down completely to the bottom of the page, you'll find a link actually to one of my online courses. It's a 6 weeks online course, which is even the next step, where I take people on this journey of creating a complete foundation of movement and consciousness, of some very fundamental principles that each and every one can apply in real life instantly to improve their overall health, their well-being, their posture, and their movement practice. If you want to check it out, just go to thrivebeyondsystems.com. The link is also in the description of this video down below, and maybe see you in there. If you have any questions, again, you can always ask, you can always write me an email. It would be great to see some of you and work in even deeper levels. Have a wonderful time, thanks for watching, and see you next time.